we have to notice on Euro USD that we have many equal highs up here with liquidity above them, of course. So liquidity right here, if we want to also put the trend line liquidity, we can also take that into consideration. Let me show you. All right, we also have this, which are possible targets. And as you know, price targets liquidity. Price needs liquidity to actually move. Also, sorry if there are going to be some noises, but I have my windows open, so there could be some noises from down the street. Anyway, price needs liquidity to actually move. As you can notice, many times stops people out by a couple of pips and then moves. Also happened to me. So yeah, needs liquidity to move. Here we have the trend line. Here we have the equal highs with a lot of liquidity above it. So we could target that liquidity. Now, why am I thinking about buys? Because we had this, zooming in, we had this major break of structure, breaking the overall, the overall structure. This is a good break of structure with a big move. So it is a clear break of structure to me. Retracement tapping into the hourly order block. Now, I was not looking to enter buys yet because I went on lower time frames, and I was looking for this area, this refined area right here. Right, I'm still accepting people who are connecting, and this area was not touched by 1 pip or even less, maybe 0.5 pips. And I believe that we have strong possibilities. We don't know yet, of course. I'm just waiting. I will not enter trades right now, but we have strong possibilities of grabbing liquidity below this low, tapping into the demand area, and then going up. What I'm waiting for is, I just put an alert right here. If my alert goes off, I will go into this chart. I will wait for the price to actually touch the demand area. And then I will go on the 1 minute and just wait for the price to align with what we wanted to see. Now it looks like it is aligning. Like this is something that we will look for to enter, a structure to the downside, break a structure to the upside for a continuation. And this is basically what's happening. But this is happening and we haven't touched my area yet. So as a trader, you need to have rules. If your entry, because I know that many people will see it like this, and I will generally agree many times too. So you see the push to the downside, push to the upside. Here you put your demand level and you enter from here. Yes, I will do this if and only if this push to the downside was touching actually my demand area. If it was touching my demand area and therefore this demand area becomes mitigated, then yes, I wait for the push to the upside, wait for the retracement, put down my demand and look for the 1 minute, basically what's happening, what I just showed you, to enter. Now, this is not the case because we didn't touch my demand area, and therefore I'm waiting for the price to actually take the liquidity below this low and then possibly push to the upside. We will see what happens. Anyway, this is the look for buys now. Let me actually prepare on my phone with my account and also on VIP. All right, waiting for this, grabbing liquidity below this low, which didn't touch the demand area. And this is the most important thing to notice. We didn't touch it, and that's why it could be a grab of liquidity below that low. Equal highs up here. Oh wait, we actually have also equal highs higher up there. Anyway, this could be our first target, higher target above the trend line, which is another grab of liquidity. If you want to enter a risky position, you can enter from here. I'm not doing it. I'm just saying risky position without confirmation. You can enter from here. I'm not entering. Going on 1 minute. Oh, this is too big. Right. Okay, so 1 minute. How do I decide my stop loss? Would be nice to see it live. 1% risk or half. Full risk. Well, 1% risk. Well, I'm not entering right now, so I'm not entering yet. If I enter, full risk. So for me, 0.5%, since that's my usual risk. If you usually use 1%, use 1%. How do you decide to put your stop loss? I will show you right now, of course, if we get a chance to enter the trade, if we have the confirmation. Should we wait for a change of market structure? Yes, that's what I'm waiting for. Okay. So first change of market structure will be breaking up here. And for now, we don't have any other. Let me go to the 30 seconds. This will be a little bit too aggressive to consider this as a break of structure. Let's see. Yeah, we could, but let's wait. Anyway, for how do I set my stop loss question, you can either go with just stop loss below the demand area. If you enter from here, just stop loss below the demand area, not right below it, just leave it some space. Or you wait for confirmation, and then that depends on your trading style, on how aggressive you want to be, because of course I see many entries that I could have 3 pips, 2 pips stop loss. I just cannot send them, as when you enter those type of trades you can have 5 stop losses, or maybe less, 3 stop losses in a row, and then maybe 1 good trade. But still, I prefer to play it safer, even if I didn't have a good accuracy lately. It's just what I usually do. So here is the waiting. This is no confirmation for us yet, and I'm just waiting. We are at the key area and we are waiting. Let's see. Yeah, I could consider this as a minor break of structure. It's not really the best. Let's see. This one is like this one is the one that we should look for. If we want to go more aggressive, we will look into the 30 seconds. But of course, this is better. Now we can consider this as the overstructure. Let's see, depending on what happens. Let's wait. We are lining up. We are on 1 minute, not on the 30 seconds anymore. We just printed a new structure, and this is our structure, and I want to see a candle closure above it with some nice momentum in order to consider buys. Basically, what I'm possibly waiting for is this break of structure tapping into demand, this demand, and I will enter right here, and I could actually go with the stop loss down here, even if I could put it right here, very, very aggressive. I could put it right here, better, but still aggressive. I'll give it a 5 pip stop loss, 5.5 maybe, 5.5, 5.6. Anyway, I'm not considering this a breakout structure because my structure point is up here, and I want to see a candle closure, even if it is 1 minute, still candle closure above the week, above the structure point. Low impact news, yes, I just checked. That's why I didn't even remember. It was not like something major. The only thing, yeah, sometimes we have low impact news and the price just goes crazy, but I mean, we just do what usually happens. Usually this type of news is just nothing. Anyway, our take profit will be first take profit up here above the equal highs. This is already a 1 to 7. If we do get that entry, and we can possibly go above the trend line easily. All right. Okay, yeah. Perfect. Looking for an entry here. You can put a buy limit, whatever. This is the price. This is what I'm entering. This is where I have my stop loss. This is the trade that I'm taking if we do get to this price. This could be another demand that could be respected. Anyway, I will send the signal on VAP right now, since 0.5 pips are not like something major. Yeah, and if we go lower, we go lower. Just anyway, this is where I was going to enter. This is where I send the signal. This is where I wanted to enter. Anyway, since the two demands were so close by, let's see, this is 69.5 and this is 68.7. So since these two were very, very close, I just entered right here. Otherwise, I don't do that. I mean, if this demand was up here, then I was not going to take it. And now, quick tips that helped me during this time, which was not easy at all for me. It was a pretty tough period in, the last, I would say the last couple months, but especially the last 3 weeks. You either don't stay on the 15 minutes, the 1 hour, the whatever, and just, focus on hard time frames instead of focusing on all the little moves on the 1 hour here, so you don't get emotional and stuff. This is what usually helped me. So usually this helped me a lot but this is what I used to do every time, like even 6 months ago, 1 year ago, 2 years ago, whatever. During the last couple weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, which were a little bit more tough for me, and also I had to deal with more emotions. It was not the best trading period for me, and so on. Best option is you enter the trade. If you don't have to take partials or whatever, turn off the charts, go have lunch, go have a workout. We either go to stop loss, or we either go in profit, and maybe you put an alert at, I don't know, 20, 25, 30 pips in profit to put stop loss at entry. Once the alert goes off, you put stop loss at entry, or otherwise we go to stop loss and you just accept that it's either one. So yeah, on that. Here USD hopefully takes off. It's a nice 1 to, let me see, I put on VAP, I gave take profit here, I think. It's still a nice 1 to 6. Could be higher, but of course, if we were going to have a smaller stop loss, was going to be way better. But still, this could have been the possible trade if we really wanted to trade more aggressively. Stop loss just there, and this becomes a 1 to 9. But still,